While Mayor Manheimer could not join us today, she did record a message that we will share with you now.
Hello, my name is Esther Manheimer. I'm mayor of the city of Asheville, and welcome to the final community briefing from Hurricane Helene. This has been a very long year, and I think it's important for us to take yet another moment to thank all those that have worked so hard for our community, all of the city staff, all of the county staff, the state level folks that have been here helping us, the federal folks that have been here helping us, as well as all the people from around the country that have come into our community to help us with every possible need that we had during the storm and continue to have. We wouldn't be able to be where we are today without all of those folks working so hard for us. But I think the biggest thanks goes out to those of you watching this right now who stepped up and helped a neighbor, helped a friend, helped a stranger, someone you didn't even know. And I know many of you did things that you didn't even think you could do, you didn't even think were possible before this storm event happened. That speaks to how resilient and robust our community is, how much we love and care for one another. And it tells me that we're going to be there for each other for the long haul until we're fully recovered from Hurricane Helene. So keep up the great work you've been doing. Take a moment to give yourself a pat on the back, maybe a little break. And just remember that we're all in this together. And we will keep on working until our community is fully recovered.
Thank you for that, Mayor Manheimer. And at this time, I'm pleased to introduce Deborah Campbell, City Manager, City of Asheville.
Thank you. Good morning. And again, my name is Deborah Campbell, and I have the pleasure of serving as the City Manager of Asheville. As usual, I'd like to start my remarks by thanking each and every one of you, the mayor and Asheville City Council, for their continued guidance and leadership, our county, state, and federal partners, nonprofits, and especially our city staff who continue to support our recovery efforts. Today marks 341 days since Tropical Storm Helene impacted our community. So we're going to start with an update from Clay Chandler, the city's Public Information Officer for the Water Resources Department, who will give us an update on our water system recovery efforts. I will then return and close out our update. Clay.
Thank you, Ms. Campbell. So in keeping with tradition, we'll start with the latest turbidity reading at North Fork. As of 8 o'clock this morning, the reservoir's raw water turbidity was 0.38, which is what it was pre-Helene and what it's been for the past several months now. We're very thankful for that. The turbidity of treated water, or water that goes through our filtration processes, was 0.05. Again, that's pre-storm level. And that's what it's been since we began treating water in late October of last year. Quick recap, everybody remembers the 36-inch bypass line that Helene destroyed and that we talked about for a few weeks before our partners at T&K Utilities got it connected back to the system. Along with that, we replaced several thousand additional feet of damaged or destroyed water line in time to begin restoring non-potable water service 15 days after Helene. That started on October the 11th. By October 21st, everybody who could receive water in our system had it. Restoring potable water service or drinkable water service came 53 days after a catastrophic weather event, and we are so proud of all the work and all the blood and sweat and tears it took to achieve that milestone. Looking ahead, we have a handful of projects that will make our system more resilient. At the top of that list are permanent treatment solutions for our filters at North Fork and DeBrule treatment facilities. Those are in the design phase as we speak. Another very important resilience project is the transmission main number 3 running out of North Fork, or the alternate bypass is kind of the informal name for that. It's an additional bypass line that will be geographically separate from the current one and will, to the extent possible, avoid the run of the Swannanoa River. The diameter of that new bypass has not been determined, nor has the exact route been laid out, but the design phase will work all of those details out. In addition to those 2 projects, the repair of the auxiliary spillway at North Fork, the fuse gate that tipped, which almost certainly prevented the failure of the dam at North Fork. That is in the design phase. Actual construction work will start late this fall or in early winter. Design engineers are also working on data gathering in preparation of bid documents for construction to repair the dam at DeBrule and Beatree. Due to the technical nature of those repairs and new data that we've been gathering since Tropical Storm Helene, that project will begin sometime this fall, and again, maybe late winter, depending on things like weather and supply chain and stuff like that. It is extremely important to note that neither of those dams is in danger of failure. Each has been inspected by engineers at Water Resources and at outside agencies and have been found capable of protecting our reservoirs and our customers. On a personal note, the chance to play a small part in recovering from a historic storm has been the most challenging and rewarding era of my professional life. The people who made progress possible from September 27th until today are some of the most dedicated and capable I've ever been around. And like Sheriff Miller shared about his staff, some of our people have dealt with unimaginable circumstances. I'm proud to call them my teammates. I'm more proud to call them my friends. Water systems are a daily miracle, and it takes a big village working around the clock to keep them operational. Lastly, certainly not least, I especially want to thank our customers for their patience and their understanding. We realize that a disruption in water service is inconvenient, to say the least. It disrupts every part of daily life. And our customers have been fantastic with their patience and their understanding. And again, many of whom were dealing with unimaginable circumstances, especially in the immediate aftermath of Helene. Thank you again for having me. It's good to be behind this podium again. I spent a lot of time here last fall. And thank you to everybody who helped me sort of get our message across, because I absolutely could not have done it without them. I'm going to turn it back over to Ms. Campbell.
Thanks, Clay. And I can't thank you and other staff in our Water Resources Department, private contractors, federal and state partners enough for how you all stepped up and did some pretty heroic work to get our water system repaired to the condition that it is today. We know we got a bit of ways to go, but we are making steady progress. Our water system, though, is only one milestone that is noteworthy in our recovery efforts. At this time, I would like to take just a few minutes to share some other milestones and accomplishments. To date, we have, and I want to emphasize the word we, removed nearly 1 million cubic yards of storm debris within the city limits of Asheville, hauled and placed over 27,000 tons of rock to stabilize damaged roadways, launched the temporary activation program to streamline the authorization of quick action, community-led recovery initiatives on public properties, completed damage assessments for the FEMA Public Assistance Program ahead of schedule, which included 92 required site visits with FEMA, established the interdepartmental FAST team who assisted property owners navigating the rebuilding process. 90% of city-owned parks and all greenways have reopened to the public. Hosted at no cost to the city, a week-long panel of national experts in land use planning, economics, and sustainability from the Urban Land Institute, or ULI. Their findings will be drafted into a final report and will be posted to our recovery website at ashevillerecovers.org later this fall. Staff will be reviewing the recommendations and discussing with council the key strategies and recommendations, if any, that should be included and considered to assist in our long-term recovery. In terms of local funding and support, the city has also allocated the following funds to support recovery: $1,624,000 for rental assistance, $750,000 for home repair assistance, $1.3 million for small business grants, $150,000 for artist grants, for a total of approximately $3.8 million to date. But perhaps most inspiring has been the way our neighborhoods have stepped up, from sharing supplies to participating in recovery engagement opportunities to organizing cleanup efforts. You reminded us that recovery is about more than rebuilding structures. It's about caring for one another. The spirit of compassion and connection will carry us through until full recovery. In honor of these community-based efforts, the city is collaborating with the local nonprofit, My Daddy Taught Me That, to sponsor a milestone breakfast on Saturday, September 27th. More details will be posted to the ashevillerecovers.org website next week. There will also be numerous events beginning the week of September 15th, starting with our annual Employee Fun Day to honor and recognize City of Asheville employees. Looking ahead, I want to share some exciting news about the work still to come. First, we are preparing to receive $225 million in Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery, also known as CDBG DR funds. This historic investment will allow us to rebuild and strengthen our community in meaningful ways, including $125 million for resilient infrastructure, $52 million to support economic recovery, and $31 million dedicated to housing. This funding represents an opportunity to build back stronger and more resilient. At the same time, we are already making progress with other major recovery projects, and I'm excited to share the city is moving forward in the selection of design firms so work can begin on the following projects: French Broad Riverfront Parks, Azalea Parks and Infrastructure, and the Municipal Golf Course. This is just a small snapshot of projects on the horizon and shows that Asheville is not just recovering. We are building back better. As we rebuild, we are also committed to learning from this experience and strengthening our ability to respond to future storms. To facilitate that learning, the city has partnered with Persis Consulting to complete a comprehensive after-action review. This after-action review captures what worked well, identifies areas for improvement, and ensures that the lessons that Tropical Storm Helene strengthen our emergency operations plan and guide us toward becoming even more prepared and resilient. An overview of the report's findings will be presented to the City Council at the next council meeting on September 9th. Council's Public Safety Committee will do a more thorough review and deep dive into the report's findings and recommendations. These recommendations will shape how the city will train, coordinate, and invest in our emergency response efforts moving forward. In closing, I want to again extend my deepest gratitude to our community members for your resilience and patience, to our partners for stepping in with critical support, and to our city employees who have gone above and beyond, often working long hours away from their own families. As has been noted, recovery is a journey. And while there is still work ahead, we have already accomplished so much together. I'm confident in what we will continue to do as we move forward, stronger, safer, and more connected than ever. To stay up to date with all recovery efforts that are to come, visit www.ashevillerecovers.org and subscribe for updates. Thank you.